Hey guys, it's your girl Shay, and today I'm back with another. We're gonna be talking about something that happened last week, and I'm gonna talk about it because this incident that happened is something that we're all gonna have to go through in life, and we're sometimes ready and sometimes we're not. But when it comes, it strikes us and it hits us hard, but we have to deal with it and accept. With that being said, last week, Wednesday, I want to say it was 8 o'clock a.m. I was getting ready for school, and I had just got out the shower, and my mom comes. Actually, it was my sister that came first, and she goes, "Mommy has to tell us something, hurry up and get dressed, da-da-da, meet her in her room." So, I'm like, what is going on at this point? Because I just woke up, like I said, I just got out of the shower, and it's just like, what do you have to tell me, And so I get my clothes on because I just got out of the shower, go in my mom's room, we're sitting down, and we're talking, and she says, "Do you know what I'm about to say?" And I was like, "No." We're all sitting there like, "No, we don't know." So we start, saying different things, we're trying to guess, and she's like, "No, no, no." And she says it. And excuse me if I cry, you guys, if I get a little emotional, because this is a touchy subject. But she says, "It's your aunt, Talitha." And when I heard that, my heart dropped. And I feel myself tearing up, so I'm so sorry. But my heart literally dropped. And she didn't have to say what was happening. She didn't have to say what happened. All I know is I know what happened. And me and my sisters, we all kind of, burst into tears. And it was just a really, really hard moment in that moment for me. I felt like my world had just fallen apart. And to explain what's been going on, my aunt, which is my dad's sister, the oldest out of the two. Yeah, my grandma has 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls. My aunt is the oldest girl. She's had cancer for a little bit, and she's gotten really sick. And last Wednesday, May 16th, she passed away. She went on to be with the Lord. And when my mom told me, that night before, I had just said to myself, because on Wednesdays, my parents are divorced, we go with our dad. And I was telling my mom, I said, "Oh, I get to go see Auntie tomorrow," because she was in the hospital. And, I was really excited. And I honestly didn't know that she was still in the hospital. I thought she had came home. So, that was another shocker for me. And so my mom told me this, I went and I came in my room and I just burst into tears. And in that moment, my mom came in, she's trying to talk to me. And I honestly wasn't hearing anything that she was saying. All I know is my aunt is gone. And she's never coming back. And in that moment, I felt like there was nothing that anybody can say that'll make me, accept the fact that she was gone. And in that moment, I'm a firm believer. I'm a Christian woman. But in that moment, and we all go through this, I felt pain. I felt like, my relative, someone that I deeply love, has left this earth and is never coming back. And being a Christian believer, we say, "Oh, we know where they're going," and, this and that. But I'm a human. So I'm going to cry when, I lose somebody and, when something like that happens. So it kind of was just like, in that moment, I wasn't hearing anything. My mom was telling me, I know when I started to listen to her, she was like, she's in a better place now, this is what she wants. She was tired of suffering. And, she was cheering me up, and, she was like, she doesn't have to suffer anymore, and all these things. But in that moment, when I heard it, I wasn't hearing any of it. I was hearing my aunt is not here anymore, and I don't get to talk to her anymore. When she was here on this earth, and she stayed with my grandma, when I go over there, I would sit there, if it's just, we sitting there watching TV together, or we just having a little slight conversation. How was your day? How are you feeling? Even if it was that little, those moments were something, that I cherish. And it's going to be something that I cherish, as I go into my life, because it hasn't been easy. Tomorrow will be a week since, and I apologize as well for not posting yesterday. Time got ahead of me, and I also, was kind of emotional yesterday. So it's not going to be easy. I'm going to have my days, where I'm going to, think about her like I was doing earlier. I found a video of her, and, I was watching it, and I was just sitting there, and I was just thinking, I was just like, she's not here anymore. But, I say all that to say is, in that moment, I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to hear anything that anybody was saying to me. I just knew that a part of my heart, because all of my family members have a special place in my heart, and even my friends, everyone that I meet, you guys have a special place in my heart. So when I find out something like that, especially someone that close to me, it really irks me. And I know that happens to everybody else. And it just, for me, I did not go to school that day. We had breakfast. My family was actually doing a breakfast, but I was not aware of where the breakfast was at the time, and no one was, picking up because of this incident. So we went out. My mom took me. My sisters, we went out to breakfast, and I didn't want to eat. So, she made me eat, big mommy. But it really, really, I sat there and I was just sitting at the table and we're talking, and I'm just like, it was unbelievable to me, for me to be walking and talking and she not be here. And just sitting here now thinking about her, and after, letting her rest and all these things, I can, be happy now for her, because I know how hard of times that she had when she was here. There was times where, I saw her and she was sitting there, shaking or saying, oh, this hurts or something like that, or I don't feel good, or just seeing her throw up, like whatever it was. And to just see her go through all that, it hurt me then. But it hurts me. It only hurt me because I didn't understand. And now that I see where she is, and I see, that she's with daddy, I know that that's what she wanted. I know that, she's like, I don't have to suffer anymore, I'm where I want to be. So I can sit here and I can smile, and some of you may not understand. You may look at me and say, no, you're supposed to be crying right now, you're supposed to be doing this, but I'm not. I have my times. Like I said, I'm human. I'm going to cry when I think about it. And that's for any other, because I have a baby cousin that passed away last year, and my uncle that passed away early in the year. And it's just like, I have my times where I realize, they're not here anymore. But I also can sit there and I can smile because I know where they are. I know that they're okay. So it was kind of hard for me to come on here and talk to you guys because, I thought that I would get really emotional. But I'm happy that I can sit here and smile, because I know for me and for how I am that this is really big for me. So I'm proud of myself. On that day, all of my family, we all got together. We all came to my grandma's house where she had been staying for the time she was sick, and we all just came together. And I love my family. I'm a family person, and to see all my family come over there, when I say all my family, all of us were over there. All of her side, I should say. Her husband, my uncle's side, wasn't there. It was a couple of them, but just to see all of the family come over and just come together, and we all sit there loving each other and tell stories and eat and talk, and it felt so good. And that whole time when they were there, I felt joy. And it wasn't until everyone left and I was sitting there and I was saying, and I thought about the reason why they were really here. And it was an amazing feeling. And I just want to say, for any of my family that is watching this, I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate everyone for their prayers, spending time with us, because this was an emotional time. My grandma, her mom, took it very hard. She's still taking it hard because she's lost her child. And my dad and my aunt and my uncle, they're just, they're taking it hard. Her children, she has 2 children. One my age, this is the son, and a daughter that's a little older than me. And I'm very close to my family members. So, through this time, we're all, texting each other or, checking up on each other. Make sure each other is okay, because we're all we have. We all each other have. So, like I said, we laid her to rest on Saturday. On Friday, we had her wake. Me and my sisters actually sung for her wake. And at first, when my uncle first asked me to do it, I said no in my head, because I didn't want to be emotional and not try to go up there and, start crying and then just crying in front of everybody. But then I had to think about it, is my aunt was a singer as well, and she loved to hear us sing. She loved to sing. She loved to worship God. She was a true believer. She was a giant in the kingdom. So I knew that it was something that she wanted me to do. She wanted us to do. So after thinking about it for a couple seconds, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it for her, because I knew that it's something that she would have wanted and something she would have done for me. So we went to the wake and we did a couple of songs, and then for the funeral, we had an amazing time. Her funeral was amazing. In a sense, when we got into the funeral, it was in a way where it didn't even feel like a funeral anymore. It was so much joy in the place. We had praise dances. We had music. We had preaching, which was phenomenal. Phenomenal. It felt like a humongous church service. And when it was over and it was time to go to burial, is when I realized we're at a funeral. During the funeral, it just felt like a celebration. It's a celebration of life, but it really, really felt like celebration. So, like I said, I want to thank you for everybody, who supported us in that time. We laid her to rest, and that was another hard time. We were okay. In the funeral, we had a couple of moments where, we shut out and we cried and stuff like that. But when we got to burial is when I think a lot of us let our emotions out as they cranked her down into the ground. And it was just, I saw a lot of family members I haven't seen cry ever or in a while, or rarely see cry. And, just to see my family cry, it hurt me a little bit. But I knew why they was crying. I understood why, so it's been 2 days since then. And, I went to school. I did go back to school Thursday, the day after she passed away. And then we did all that, and I went back yesterday and today. And, just hearing some people saying, are you okay, because they heard what happened, Like I said, I'm having my times, but I'm also smiling. People are like, how are you smiling when they went through that? And it's just like, because I know where she is, and I know that she's in a better place, and she's healed. She's feeling much better right now. And Ashley, I want to show you guys this shirt. I don't know if you guys can see that. This shirt says "In Loving Memory, Talitha Sorrells," and it has her birthday, which is September 11th, and then the day she passed, May 16th. But I also wanted to do a little remembrance of my aunt, so I'm gonna put a photo of her to show you guys, me and her. Actually, I'll put a picture of both of us. But I just want to say to my family, thank you for all your support. Thank you for everything. I love you guys. I want to say thank you to my supporters during this time. I want to say thank you. And also, I want to say to my auntie, I love you, and I'll see you again one day.